Hello, welcome back to another episode. In episode 8 of Evil Season 3, David fully committed to his job with the entity. Ben looked into demonic toys, while Kristen struggled with her dread of Lexus, RSM fertility, and her lost egg. Their dependable coworker, Kurt's investigation into evil,
You can't even talk to me now, because everything you say will be a lie.
which is likely to bite everyone in the behind, isn't taken into consideration by that. She had just gotten her life back on track after losing the guilt of killing LaRue. And then the RSM fertility clinic storyline reared its ugly head again, revealing that more than Lexus could be in danger. But since things are getting hotter there, let's start with Lexus. Kristen is experiencing nightmares once more as a result of seeing Victor in Evil Season 3 Episode 7 and learning from him that Lexus is a part of an agenda linked to the same cases that she, David, and Ben have vowed to halt. Kristen was annoyed when the monster initially began to approach her. She wished they would stop because she thought her mind was playing games. She should view them as a warning, one she should heed, especially now that he has returned and has Lexus with him. Evil's demons are usually amusing, so it's difficult to be very afraid of what's to come. A part of me wishes that at least one of them was given greater attention so that we could determine whether or not they should be feared. They boop, dance, run on treadmills, and they are Leland Town's companions in crime. The funniest people ever with a demonic streak. The possible realism of the scenario Kristen is in would be diminished if she saw Lexus dancing at the end of her bed with the devil.
Hi, Mom.
Wake up.
Even if she can talk herself into not believing evil exists and putting the blame solely on humans' hands, it could leave her at a disadvantage. And Kristen must not take it too seriously if she allows Cheryl to retain contact with the kids despite her mom's relationship with Leland and the various other issues, such as Cheryl's bottled head and doll effigy. Usually, Lexus appears unaffected by what is happening around her in that capacity. However, please let her tell Kristen that Cheryl brought her to meet Grandma's employer, and then inquired as to the number of eyeballs he had. I'm not entirely certain that Lexus didn't perceive the management differently from Cheryl. In that space, she was a touch too brilliant. It was strange. Additionally, she was observed toying with a tail during Evil Season 2, indicating that she is presumably becoming more adept at masking her reaction to strange things. For Lexus to be able to inform Kristen of what she had seen, it would be ideal if she seemed to be playing along with her grandmother. Hopefully, Kristen's recent fears and rules of behavior have sunk in, and Lexus knows something is amiss. Lexus had no problem sussing out Leland's presence in Bumblebee Valley, so her awareness of these things is advancing well beyond her age. The interaction, however, revealed that Cheryl might not be quite sincere after all. She loves the kids, and she was clearly happy when Lexus stated she hadn't seen her boss as a five-eyed demon. Sure, she supports kidnapping, frightening, and maybe juicing her daughter's husband, but she also supports these actions because she loves the girls. However, I was struck by the fact that we never saw the manager from Lexus' point of view in that scenario. I believe that it was done on purpose to keep us in the dark. It was a wise decision. Cheryl's apparent satisfaction that Lexus didn't see the hairy beast, though, revealed a slight weakness in her veneer. There are times that I cannot tell the difference, and that story didn't end with Kristen waking up in bed, leaving it up to us to determine what we saw. Of course, it makes more sense that the baby reflected Kristen's inquiry into her lost RSM fertility egg. But the longer we linger on the clinic, the more likely it seems that someone is doing something to the eggs there.
This is RSM's alarmed response 1 week later.
The supposed plans for Lexus fired up Kristen again, hoping that she could find her missing egg and destroy it. If that tiny monstrosity had actually existed, it would not have asked what had become of it. Kristen can't see treating it badly because of how it was created. And dang it, the tiny creature was, in some ways, too hideous to be adorable. Instead of a growl, a baby's scream could be heard emanating from its lips. No matter how they were born, Kristen would never let one of her children suffer, and it appears that her dreams contain some meaning. When Kristen first met Valerie and Logan, the people who gave birth to her egg, she empathized with them and developed a bond with Valerie. At first, Kristen found it difficult to understand that David had lied to her. Given how long she had been lying to David about what she had done to LaRue, I thought that was noteworthy. Complete honesty is difficult. Even if it is feasible, I'm not sure. But it was clear that David's falsehoods had something to do with his line of work. Moreover, David has experienced some difficulties of his own. Any priest would find it unbelievable to be called to the Vatican. But David has only recently been ordained. That makes it simpler for him to accept invitations while making it more challenging to move around in his world. David had become close to Kristen and Ben, and while they were aware that taking vows would slightly affect their relationship, going radio quiet so frequently was nearly whiplash. That horrifying reality doesn't even account for how Leland will use Kurt's compliance in his fight against Kristen, and his desire to set Lexus at the top of a satanic family dynasty. Kristen is being manipulated from all sides. Her mother and now her former therapist will use their relationships to swing things in Leland's direction. Kristen is treading water, with Leland and his merry band pulling her under while David, Ben, and, hopefully, Victor and his friends pull her free. I have to believe that Kristen has more luck with the positive forces aiding her than with the evil trying to pull her under. She's never needed the alliances she's made more than she does now. Kristen and David's final discussion about their relationship should be soothing to them both. David is pulled in two directions, but they don't have to conflict. That may become clearer as Victor's knowledge of the satanic houses works to Kristen's advantage. He's trying to save Lexus, and Kristen will have to work with them to do it. Thanks for watching. Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.